Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing with 3 different challenges. I'm using my Counterfeit Kit challenge. I'm doing the Tic-Tac-Toe from 100 Pattern Papers and Freaky Fest Friday, which I really like playing with. So I'm going to do this really old picture that I have that I took with a film camera from 1997 that predates my kids and my husband. So, and then I picked out these 4 pieces of paper from my kit. And I had first thought that I was going to use that leaf one and then the navy one on top, but I quickly changed my mind because the navy was not allowing that picture to stand out. So, and I didn't want to add any extra papers. So I'm going to take an inch off of here, and this is going to be my 11 by 11 piece that I need. And I'm going to cut this down to 3.5 by 9.5, and that's that piece I need. And I'm going to use the gold side instead of the stripy side. And that's an American craft paper. And then this one, I don't know what it is. I think it came out of a Christmas pack. And these are going to be my 3 by 3 squares, and I need 3 of them. So when I was first thinking about how to do this layout, I thought about doing the 3 by 3 squares on this yellow piece, but I don't want to lose all that gold. So it would have totally worked had I chosen a different paper. So, but I don't want to lose all that gold. Look at how pretty that is. Why would I cover that up? So it's going to go along the side, and then I'm going to play with these squares. And so these are going to be where my journaling goes, and my embellishing, and my title, and I'm just trying to sort it out. And then I decided I really like this navy, so I am going to gut this. So I'm just going to cut it at 2 and 10, with it sitting at 10 on my ruler, and then that should give me an 8 by 8 square on the inside and gives me lots to attach to. And this piece is really, really thin, so that works out well. And that piece on, I'm really excited about getting that fern piece used up, because I don't know what else I would use the fern piece for. So it would probably work on a camping layout, but we've never been to the tropics, so so scuffing up the edges, that's on there. Now this one's going to go just overlapping that, and I'm going to put some foam on it to prop it up. And that is a 5 by 7 a piece picture. And the color okay on the back means that I actually printed it when I was working at the photo place. So yeah, the photo place isn't there anymore. It was Photo Encounters in High River, and I got to work there for a while, which was awesome. And then Bob, who ran it, also was my 4-H instructor for a bit, and I bought my first SLR camera from him, which is what took this picture. And I also bought my first set of lenses for Sigma lenses from him. And so the macro Sigma lens I took with this picture too. So I am documenting one of the first pictures that I took with that first macro that I had with my first fancy camera. This was a film and not a digital. So and then I decided these along the side to make that other one would be good. I could have popped them over just a little bit more to have that same kind of border with it, but I didn't, and I like this, and it works, and it's not completely symmetrical, and that's okay. So scuffing that up too. And then for the tic-tac-toe, I wasn't sure if I was going to do the washi tape 3 buttons chipboard or the 5 brads wood veneers twine. So I pulled out my wood veneer to see what I had, because the other stuff's easy. If obviously a lot of wood veneer, but and then this case that I have it in is actually from, it used to have tea in it, and so when we used the tea up, my husband was like, "Hey, you could probably use this for something," and my wood case gets my wood. So my wood stuff in my wood case. I do have some other wood stuff in here for wood veneer, so I'm just taking another look to see if there's anything else. I am pulling out the wood buttons too, because maybe I'll use the 3 buttons. I do not have decorative pins, so the middle of that is not going to work, and the arrows is not going to work, because as I heard earlier this month, if you were watching me, I have very few arrows in anything, so not doing it. But I am going to use this title piece from Some Assemblage Required from MK Shop, and it says grow your own way. So that's what I called the layout, is grow your own way, and I definitely did that with my photography and playing with this. Yeah. Shortly after I got this camera, I also worked at the High River Times taking pictures for the newspaper, and I did a lot of stuff with the high school. So I took a lot of pictures with the basketball and the volleyball teams and the football team, and I traveled around mainly with my brother because he was on all those teams, but I also went to things that he wasn't on, and then I reported for the paper. So, and that was like the local paper, not a high school paper. So that was a lot of fun. It was something I was going to think about doing after high school as a career, and obviously that's not what I am. I'm not a journalist, but I thought for a bit I was going to be. I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually, but I'm a teacher and I enjoy being a teacher most of the time. So getting the wood pieces on, so that's the wood veneer. So now I need 5 brads and twine to go on here. And so you can see I pulled out this brown baker's twine. And so I thought maybe I'd do a bow. And then I was like, oh, that might be neat to go all the way around with the bow. So I pull out all the twine to be able to do that. And then I decided I didn't want to fuss with it, making out a bow in all one piece. Maybe I'll try it at a different time. But what I was thinking is here it would instead of doing it straight across, it would go up and make the bow on that square, and then it would come back and down and around. And I thought that would be really cute. And I still think that would be really cute, but I just was not, I don't want to fuss with it today. So I decided that I like this idea. And this is less fussy. So by a long shot. So, oh well. So now I'm just cutting off the pieces that I'm going to use. The pieces I cut off that are too long, like because I cut off a lot of this that I didn't actually need to cut off because I didn't do the bow part, I still can use on other stuff. And so it'll sit in a little tray beside me until it gets used up. So you might see some more of this. Maybe not, but maybe. I haven't decided yet. I haven't done anything yet with it, but we'll see. And so this is how I was going to make my bow. So just looping it around and putting a staple in it. And then this is kind of what I was thinking was there. And then I'm like, will it fit there? No, I don't think it needs it now. So now I need brads. So I was looking at the Simple Story adhesive ones, and it would introduce too much color. And I wanted to keep with that yellow, green, and wood tones. So, and then just a little bit of red for that ladybug. So, because it is a picture of a ladybug on a flower. So, and then I found these green ones, and this green is almost the same color as part of in the background with that fern. So I thought that would work out really well. And then I try and poke it with my poking tool. And then that hole's not big enough for the way these brads are. So I'm just going to grab my X-Acto knife or my craft knife. And I'm just going to put slits in it. And that makes it easier. And so I thought I would do 4 along the banner piece here, just to give it a little bit of different interest other than the gold. I had thought about using different brads too with some shine, but I have no gold brads, amazingly enough. So the green are going to have to work. So there's 4, and then it's 5 plus that I need. So I'm going to put 2 more here, which makes it 6, and then I'm going to use 1 more. So I'll get 7 brads on here. And it's going to go on this bottom corner. And I thought that was pretty cute, and I think it pulls in the title, because that is the title. And then I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. So on the bottom corner that I write first, I'm going to say one of the first macro pics with my first macro lens. And this was about 1997. I'm pretty sure it's 97. When in 97? I don't know. But works out well enough. And then at the top corner, I decided I was going to write Rebel G camera with Sigma macro lens, because that's what I'm documenting, is actually using the camera, not necessarily the cool ladybug picture that I took with it. So yes, the ladybug picture, but that's the info around it. And so then wood veneer, I have the Freaky Fast Fridays, 5 brads and twine, and those are the close-ups there. Thank you so much for watching today. My photos are colors a little bit different, but my phone had a update, so I'm gonna have to play around with it some more, because it's a little on the cooler side, but I couldn't get it to look less pink. So giving you some close-ups in some different areas. Thank you so much for watching today. If you liked my layout, I would love a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. I always get back to you. I will also link the Facebook groups for Counterfeit Kit Challenge and 100 pattern papers and the scrap room below. Thank you so much for watching today, and have yourself a wonderful day.